Hey guys, today we are going to be talking about what to do after the craft show in order to make sure that you are the most successful for future shows. So, we've talked before about keeping a journal during the show to see what people are saying about your work and also writing down information about your customers, what their gender is, how old they look, what they bought, and any comments that they have. Are they buying it for themselves? Are they going to give it to a friend? That kind of thing. So, what you want to do is take all that information and use it to make sure that you will be the most successful at future shows. So, the first thing I do is I check my list of things that sold and then I make more of them. So, you're going to replenish what sold well and also make variations of it. So, for example, at one show, I made a pair of wire wrapped amethyst earrings, and those sold right away. So, at the next show, not only did I make a replacement for those, I made several more. And I didn't put them all out, I only put the one pair out, and I kept the other ones away in my supply box. And then as they sold, I would just put the new ones out there, and then they kept selling. So the reason I do that, I don't put everything out, and I've talked about this before, is just because I think psychologically people need to know that, there's only one available, that after that's gone, it's gone. So it's just kind of a weird mind trick. If they see, 10 pairs of amethyst earrings, I think that they're less likely to want to buy it, only because they know it's not so exclusive anymore. Okay, I can come back in 3 hours and there's still going to be some there. There has to be like an immediate, need to have it right now. So going along the same lines with that is that I made the amethyst earrings, I made extra pairs, and then I also did a similar earring in turquoise, in citrine. I did a sea glass version. And I put one of each out. And those are actually my best sellers now. I just put one out at a time, and if someone buys it, then I go ahead and replace it with another one. So after each show, I kind of go and see, okay, what were the best sellers, and then I'll make more of those, and then I'll try to do variations of it, or even sell them as a set. So if I have a pair of earrings that do well, I'll make a necklace that matches if I don't have one already. And I'll place them right beside each other on the table, and that way if someone's looking at the earrings, and they want to buy it, and just so you know, there's a necklace right there too. You can buy it as a matching set if you want. So I'll do that. Another thing I'll do is that if I have a piece that has been with me to a couple shows and nobody has bought it, I will try to rework it in some way. So if it's a stone that I can detach and try to change the way I'm doing the wire, or maybe switch up some of the beads, I'll do that. Because if after 2 or 3 shows nobody's purchased it, there kind of has to be a reason why people aren't really responding to it. So I'll try to just switch it up and do something different with it if I can. Same thing goes with my crochet pieces. So if there's a hat or something that I've brought with me to shows and it's not doing well, I'll try to at least rework it a little bit with crochet and some of the other things. It gets harder because you don't want to take apart your whole piece. But you could maybe switch the pom-pom on it, or add another row of a different color stitching or something, just to make it a little bit different. If it's like a plain hat, I might crochet some eyes and a mouth and make it into like a monster hat for kids. So there's a lot of different things that you could do to rework your products that aren't selling and try to make it into something new. The next thing you want to do is just have a browse through the journal that you've kept throughout the show and take note of what people were saying. One thing that I noticed, and this is a really good reason for doing shows, is that people would grab some of the bracelets and try it on. And the thing that I noticed was that they were actually really small on most people's wrists. And I knew that I needed to start making those bracelets bigger, because the people were trying them on and they were too tight, and then they would put it back. So it wasn't something that they were wanting. That's something that you can only really see in real life. Obviously, if you're selling online, you're going to have, the actual length of the bracelet. But when you're in person, you can kind of get visual cues from people even if they're not outright saying like, oh, this is too tight, it's uncomfortable. You can tell. Same thing as if someone's trying a necklace on and, oh, I wish it was longer. You know, you want to write stuff like that down and just keep notes so that you know for next time, okay, people really seem to like the longer necklaces. And then you can make more of that. So after you go through your notes and you start reworking your stuff and making more of it, it's time to sign up for the next show. So good luck, and I hope you've made lots of sales, and good luck signing up for your next show.